Hi everybody, I hope you're well. In this video, we're going to talk about one thing that if you do this January or any time, it will really help impact your sales from LinkedIn. It will also help impact your sales in general. But since we're talking about LinkedIn mainly, as I run the LinkedIn Breakfast Club, which is now the online Breakfast Club because we do Instagram and Facebook too. But anyway, we're here today to talk about LinkedIn. So one thing that you can do that's going to impact your sales, let me just share my screen and make sure I share it because this is my third take on the video. So here we go. Yeah, one thing you can do that's going to impact, as I've said, really, really simple. And a lot of people will say, oh, I don't have this, but trust me, do this and it will help make you thousands, if not millions of pounds in sales, generate business in 2022. Define who your target market is for LinkedIn. Even if you don't want to define it for anywhere else, define it for LinkedIn. What I mean by that is location, so UK, US, Manchester, sector, construction, accounting, legal, job title. Who are you targeting? Who's your post going to be aimed at? Who are you talking to? Because it is a social media platform and it all starts or sparks with a conversation. So for example, marketplace you're after could be managing directors or directors in the construction sector who are based in the UK. You could define it even more to Manchester, Liverpool, London, etc. This will help you to search and connect to the right people, which is so important in sales. So many companies waste so much time talking to the wrong people, creating opportunities with people who are never going to buy. And really what happens is, no surprise, they don't buy. If you can define your target audience up front, you will be then talking to the right people. So when they do buy, again, it's going to be relevant. It's also easier for you to dominate in that space, which can be really, really easy to do on LinkedIn if you know what you're doing. So comment. So this will help you search and connect, which I'm going to show you in a minute. Comment on their posts, which is really relevant. And if you've got an inside sales team or a VA, PA, they can do it for you. Comment on their posts. So let's say, for example, for Q1 of 2022, you had 100 accounts or contacts that you wanted to target. You could comment on their posts weekly, and that's going to help them see who you are and hence spark conversations. So many people don't do that. You can also use the hashtags that they follow. And again, so many people just get this wrong. If I am a coach, for example, rather than using hashtag coaching, and I'm targeting directors in construction industry because I want to coach those guys because I've had success coaching those guys, I would use hashtag construction industry, hashtag manufacturing. Use certainly 2 or 3 industry sector specific hashtags. And please do watch my videos on hashtags on my YouTube channel if you want more information on other hashtags to use. So just to recap on this, if you niche down, you can search the right people with ease in seconds. You can invite them to connect. You can comment on their posts so they see you, which is really easy for VAs. You can then use their hashtags to make sure that sector sees your posts. You can tailor content to their sector, which is so important because so many people struggle to come up with content ideas. If I know tomorrow I need to create a post for thought leaders and entrepreneurs, which is who I typically target, it's easier for me to speak to them in mind. And again, if you're creating a post for LinkedIn, you should be writing it like a conversation. So you can choose more than one sector, of course, because I hear you, I don't have a niche, I sell to everybody. That's what I used to think. But trust me, when I niched down, my sales went up. Simple as that. Even if you do one a month, so let's say, for example, January construction, February engineering, it will really make it easy for you to get referrals, get a name for yourself, so many factors. Just try it. So, and also, before I jump into the demo, if you don't have time to do all of these things, we have a team of LinkedIn VAs trained by my good hands who will help, who will search for your connections of the target market, connect to them on your behalf. They will also, if you like, follow up with a message to say, hello, thanks for connecting, not a sales one. They will comment on their posts, and they will ensure that your posts, they can post for you, take your stories and make sure they're optimized for LinkedIn. When I say optimized for LinkedIn, I mean a great headline, questions so it's engaging, the right format, so put your post into a slideshow and use the right hashtags. This will mean you get the maximum number of views every time. Anyway, so let's just jump into the demo. So I'm just going to go to LinkedIn to show you how easy it is to connect. So let's say again, for the purposes, I am connected to directors. Just type in director on this little spacebar. This is going to bring up zillions of directors. Click on people. Again, zillions. For obvious reasons, click on second connections. Don't click on third because you're less likely to be able to connect to them. And don't click on first because you're already connected to them, of course, but you'd be surprised. So location, for me, again, I could sell to everybody in the world, as I hear many people saying, but again, to build momentum in the UK, I'm going to stick to the UK. And I do target. Now that's going to bring up, so we've got 422,000 directors, second connection, United Kingdom, but I need to filter down more. So if you click all filters, now this, just to point out, is the free LinkedIn platform. It's not Sales Navigator. I do dip in and out of Sales Navigator. Sales Navigator is great if you're going to use it as a CRM system. It's also great if you are targeting by revenue or by company size. But if you're just let's say, for example, you're targeting directors in construction, any size, you don't really need the Sales Navigator. So I'm just going to scroll down to industry sector, and I'm going to put construction. It brings up construction. There's lots of different sectors. And if you do use our VA services to connect, we will ask you, what's the job title? What's the location? What's the sector? And again, we'd say use one a month. So here I've got 13,000 potential people I can connect to this quarter. So January, February, March, you can only send 400 invites a month, 100 a week. We can do it for you, or you can do yourself, or your inside sales team can do it for you. To send an invite to these people, it's quite simple. I would probably have prepared a rough message I'm going to say. I would click connect, do put a message in, and I'm not going to do this for time, but I would say something along the lines of, hi Maria, Happy New Year, first of all. And I'll just say, I am building a network of like-minded individuals, and I'd love to connect. Regards, Maureen. Short, sweet, simple, no sales. And then, so basically every Friday afternoon, if you're doing it yourself or your assistant, they could basically knock out 100 invites every single week. And, you know, that's going to really build up your network of the right people. And if you think about 5 years' time, if you've got 20,000 connections in your industry sector, you're sitting on a pot of gold and you're speaking to them, you're building momentum. Wow. So you've basically done your connections. Now, if you want to then message them again, let's say on a Monday morning to say thanks for connecting, let's just show you how. So you go to My Network and click on Connections. And that's going to bring on my recently added connections. You can look at first, but recently added. So I could basically, let's see, I don't know, some of these people have messaged me. Let's just go to, I could basically then go, hi Ella, thanks for connecting. Really looking forward to seeing your content on LinkedIn and engaging with you. Have a wonderful week. I would say something short and sweet like that. I may add an occasion, I try different things. Here's a link to my here's a link to my free latest video with top tips on what's working right now on LinkedIn, and a link to a video, but no selling whatsoever. And if you're sending out, let's say you send 100 invites, let's say 1 in 3 accept. If you're sending out 33 follow-up messages every single week, plus you're posting 3 times a week, with the right target market in mind, hashtag construction, you're posting about 5 top tips to help you stand out in construction. you are going to soon really get sales in construction. And once you get one or two, they can refer you to their friends. Again, you can then talk about the customers you have in construction, which really helps build credibility. This is a game changer. If you haven't niched down for LinkedIn, you need to do it. As I said in the beginning, it will impact sales in general. Niching down is not just a LinkedIn thing, as I'm a sales and marketer, but it really will help you drive success on LinkedIn. If you want to work with me more or discuss working with VAs, just email me, Maureen at linkedinbreakfastclub.co.uk, or send me a message on LinkedIn. But really, guys, I'd love to know if you have niched down or not. Send me a message, tag me in on LinkedIn. And if you haven't, please do it now. And I'd love to, I'll be doing some more videos over the next couple of weeks to really help people get the most of LinkedIn and generate as much business as possible in 2022. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Thank you. Bye.